Hello student, good morning, welcome back. So today I am going to start exercise problems in introduction to three-dimensional geometry. So here is our first problem. A point is on the x-axis. What are its y coordinate and z coordinates? Okay. So in three-dimensional geometry we have three coordinate axes: x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Okay, we take any point P in space. Okay, how we define this point? By three coordinates. Okay, this is called triplet. Okay, the constant value x1 y1, we take here x1 y1 and z1, some constant value of x1 y1 and z1. Okay, x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate. But when we take this point on this x-axis, okay, so it's x coordinate. Okay, the distance of this point from this origin, okay, that is a some value. Okay, x1 we take here, x2 we take here, because x1 is at this point. Okay, and we take it another point, this is a p and this is a p dash. Okay, so its y coordinate will be 0 and z coordinate will be 0. Okay, so on this, okay, on this x-axis, y coordinate will be 0 and z coordinate will be also 0 here. Okay, our second question is here. A point is in the xz plane. What can you say about its y coordinate? Okay, so here we take in three-dimensional geometry. So we have three axes. Okay, x, y and z. Okay, so here in question talk about xz plane. This is the xz plane. Okay, so y coordinate on this xz plane will be 0. Y coordinate 0 on this xz plane. Okay, you assume that here. Okay, this is a plane x and z plane. Okay, and this is a y, height y. But on this plane, okay, y is equal to 0. Sorry, this is a y. So this is the x and this is the y. Okay, on this plane, we take any points here. Okay, there are millions of points on this plane, xz plane, but we take any point P. Okay, so y coordinate of this point will be 0 always. Okay, but when we go upward directions, then y coordinate will be increased. Okay, but on this point, y coordinate will be always 0. So here you can see that name the octant in which the following points lie. Okay, so firstly we know that there are 8 octants and this is the z. Okay, x dash, y dash, this is the z. Here we take z positive and here we take z negative. Negative z, here positive z. First, second, third and this is a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and this is a 8. Okay, so in first all three coordinates are positive, and here x negative, y positive and z positive. Okay, here x negative, y negative and z positive, and here x positive, y negative and z positive. Okay, and in fifth octant, here x positive, y positive, z negative, x positive, x negative, y positive, z negative. Okay, in the seventh octant, x negative, y negative, z negative, and in 8th quadrant, x positive, y negative, z negative. Okay, so you understand that. So firstly we find out, okay, this first 1 to z. Here all these three coordinates are positive. Okay, so it's line which octant? First octant. Okay, so 1 2 3, I mean we write here this all. Okay, this line first octant. Okay, and you see that here this 4 2 minus 2 3. Okay, here the x coordinate positive, z coordinate positive, but y coordinate is negative. Okay, so which is this case? Okay, so x positive. Okay, so firstly z is positive, so we see that only this side. Okay, so here you can see that only y is a negative here. Okay, so y negative in which case? This case. Okay, so this is x coordinate positive, z coordinate also positive here, but y coordinate negative here. Okay, so 4 minus 2 3 lie in which octant? Fourth octant. Similarly we see that here, okay, this And here you see that this triplet, x coordinate is positive, but the rest of the coordinate are negative here. Okay, so here this z is a negative, so we see that this side. Okay, so z is a negative and x is a positive, y is a negative. Okay, so in which case x is a positive, y is a negative, and this is also negative here. Okay, so in 8 octant. And now we see that this 4 2 minus 5. Okay, here z coordinate negative, we see that this side. Okay, so x and y both coordinate are positive here. Okay, so this case x and y both coordinate positive and z coordinate negative here. Okay, so this is in line, so this line 5th octant. Okay, so the rest of the problem you can do by yourself. Okay, so now our next problem is here, find the distance between the points. Okay, these 2 points given here. Okay, so in 3-dimensional geometry, okay, so distance between these 2 points. So if we take any point P and this point Q, okay, so distance between these 2 points, how we find? So its formula is under root x is x1 y1 z1, and here x2 y2 and z2. Okay, difference of x coordinate x1 minus x2, and now after that we square it, and difference between this y coordinates y1 minus y2, and after that we square it, and difference between z coordinates z1 minus z2, and now we square it. Okay, so this is the formula, and here we put all respective value here. Okay, what is x1? 1, and x2 minus 4, 1 minus and this minus 4 whole square, plus what is the y coordinate here? y1 minus 3, minus comes here, and y2 coordinate is 1 here. What is the z1 coordinate? 4, minus sign comes here, and z2 is equal to 2. So 1, this minus and this minus, finally it becomes 4, minus 3 and minus 1, minus 4 whole square, and here 4 minus 2, 2 square, 4 and 1 5, 5 square. Okay, so minus 4 square, finally it becomes minus square, it becomes plus, and 4 square it becomes 16, and 2 square 4, so 5 square 25, 16 plus 4. Okay, and finally it becomes 25 plus 20, 45. It's our value. And our next problem is here, show that the points, okay, these 2 points are given here. Okay, so show that the points P, Q and R are collinear. Okay, so how we show that these 3 points are collinear? Okay, so if distance between P and Q and distance between Q and R, okay, so P and Q plus Q and R is equal to distance between P and R. Okay, then it shows that these 3 points P, Q, R lie on the same straight line. Okay, so these 3 points are collinear. Okay, so firstly what we do here, firstly we take any 3 points P, Q, R in space. Okay, firstly we find the distance between these 2 points P and Q, and then we find the distance between these 2 points Q and R, and now we add both this length. Okay, I mean PQ and QR. Okay, and now we find P and R. Okay, this length. Okay, if this length PR is equal to the length of PQ plus QR, then it shows that these 3 points P, Q, R lie on the same straight line. Okay, I mean these 3 points are collinear. Firstly we find the coordinates of these points already given here. Okay, so P and Q. Firstly we find the distance between this point P and Q. Okay, under root. Okay, firstly the difference of square of the difference of x coordinates. So minus 2 minus 1 whole square plus, okay, and now the square the difference of y coordinates 3 minus 2 square plus z coordinates difference of z coordinates 5 minus 3 square. Okay, so here minus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 2 1 square and 5 minus 3 2 square. Okay, so 9 plus 1 plus 4 and finally 14. Okay, now we find the distance between Q and R. Q and R. Okay, these are the coordinates already given here, Q and R. Okay, so difference firstly the, okay, 1 minus 7. Okay, here we write 1 minus 7 whole square plus 2 minus 0 whole square, y coordinates 2 minus 0 whole square, and now difference between these z coordinates 3 minus 1. Okay, 3 minus and here minus 1, finally it becomes 4. Okay, so 3 minus minus 1, okay, this square. So 1 minus 7 minus 6 whole square plus 2 square, and 3 minus and minus, it becomes plus. Okay, 3 plus 1 4 square. So finally 6 square 36, 4 plus 16. Okay, 56, and 56 we write here 56. Okay, so 2 upon under root 14. And now we find distance between P and R. Okay, our coordinates already given here. Okay, so first we write all these coordinates here 2 3 5, Q 1 2 3, and R 7 0 minus 1. Okay, so now we have to find the distance between P and R. Okay, so this is the P and this is the R. So difference between x coordinates minus 2 minus 7, and now we square it. Okay, difference between y coordinates 3 minus 0 whole square plus difference between this z coordinates 5, and this minus becomes plus. Okay, so minus 9 square 3 square 6 square, and finally 81 9 36. Okay, and okay 126. Okay, and 126. Okay, sorry, and 3. Okay, so 3 under root 14. 3 under root 14. Understand that? So here PQ plus QR is equal to PR. Okay, if this comes, then after putting all the respective values here, and if this relation true, then we say that PQR are collinear points. Okay, so now we put all these values here. PR, sorry, what is your PQ? Firstly we put the value of PQ. So what is the value of PQ? You can see that here PQ, the value of PQ is under root 14, and the value of QR 2 under root 14. Okay, so under root 14 plus 2 under root 14, finally it becomes 3 under root 14. Okay, so under root 14, the value of PQ and value of QR 2 under root 14, finally it becomes 3 under root 14. Okay, and the value of PR is also 3 under root 14, so it becomes PR. Okay, so what happened? So PQ plus QR is equal to PR. Okay, so this is a true. Okay, so this shows that P, Q and R are collinear points. I mean lie on the same straight line.